Всем привет, это канал Калейдоскоп. Мы с вами продолжаем проходить задание легенд Бабочка Харона. 2 задания мы уже выполнили из этой легенды. Теперь нам снова нужно вернуться в ритуальное бюро. Возвращаемся. Мы познакомились с Хутау. Девочка это такая крутая и с необычным чувством юмора и такта. Смотрим, что дальше нужно делать.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place.
This explanation...
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my
I just wanted to check up on my friends. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue.
It must have been poor Luocheng that he followed. Maybe he didn't notice.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hutao and Meng were searching for you.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first...
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd...
So, all of this? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's...
I can't. It's too high for me.
That's right, yes! He used to be... You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living. And with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. No, I'll...
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songza.
Так, большой Г хотел бы проведать друзей маленький У, Муму и Цун.
Well, if that's the case, Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those 3 and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize...
They're all friends. Can't we just go...
Let's not...
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hutao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Так. Ой-ой-ой. К нему уже подходили. Маленькую.
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon. Yes, we grew up together. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick, just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was... I can make it for you, if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his...
Deal! Just give us a...
Так, нужно принести заоблачный перчик. Это у меня есть.
Julian chilies are a common sight in Liyue. I can rustle that dish up in no time if you help me find...
Oh there. Come and...
Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Julian chili chicken. When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish...
Great! See you later! How did he know about the other?
Теперь надо Муму что-то попросить. Ну, имена такие. У меня лично Муму с трупом ассоциируется. Здесь у нас задумка.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, it didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why, but I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Let him go of the... So, is Big G...
How did you know? We didn't even say...
Don't worry, I'm a businessman. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning. Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of...
Wow! You must...
For me, it's a memento of a child. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
Mm-hmm. We already saw Little Wu. Now
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as...
you're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past events.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes? I make artisan Xiao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. I've already spoken to the manager.
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a...
Finally, a seat with a view. And with that, the fate of these last you do tell them.
Plostrite shard.
I think he mentioned it. The Plostrite shards are over in that crate.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
Так. А, ну вот.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back.
Возвращаемся обратно.
How relaxing.
With a view. Bang. And with that, the fate of the Wu-Wah brother was sealed.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like okay, I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all no matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take.
As for the matter of Big G...
But if you get the chance, please let him know, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like you. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Так. А, на склону... Так, на склону Ван мы перемещаемся, потому что далеко. Все эти вещи нужно будет передать Ху Тао.
You're back already. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with. Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's...
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase you. So listen to everything I say.
Paimon's scared. But like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this.
Так, сейчас мы за Ху Тао Двигаемся в необычное место.